see a demise. Eastside just too fast, yeah, I kill him in stride. I love all my haters, they concealing their pride. Went from humble beginners to numerous winners. I took a few losses, you know I'm here to still got chicken to fry. Know some people out here picking a side. Know I'm out here picking a lot. Watching the face, watching the stakes, slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Top tiering, when them comments involved, we out for it all. Rock solid, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Us. Got clarity, longevity, like bus and bus. Got too far in this to starve in this, and that's a no-no. If I'm hungry, then I'm hunting, always on the go-go. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. 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 I went out and got everything on my own. Please don't try to give me no advice. What was your 2 cents? And we was down bad broke, and my mama couldn't keep on the line. No cat or no dog, we was sleeping with mice. Beans and weenies, we ate it with rice. I swore to my mama that I was gonna change our life. I was grinding every night. By the ring that I'm just trying to get it. Championship, I'm trying to win it. All these racks, I gotta spin it. All my whips be limo. You ain't with my squad and mind your business. Everything we start with.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Go Fury! On the ball!
A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've certainly had their struggles against the run, and the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Completes this to Addison out left. Touchdown! Jordan Addison with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
On the ball.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Panthers first down.
It's Young off play action. And Sharp calls it in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
Strike. Check. Strike.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Panthers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come out a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Cousins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Ready.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Here is Young.
Well,
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis-Seen. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Two.
Following the interception, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And it's caught. And he is going to be out of bounds well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Robinson on a give right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
10 cycles.
A 1st down throw for Young. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run the offense.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a 1st down throw for Young. Going across the formation and making the catch is Trump. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of 20. A play fake, now Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Addison hauls it in. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Bring up 48. Black.
Cousins on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a pickup of 6.
Cousins.
At the 38-yard line.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the red zone now, Cousins. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They'll throw again. Cousins rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Joseph's got it, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at their 49-yard line.
In motion right is Addison. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Cousins. Here's a screen for Robinson. And I don't think he got there, no. Short one, maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Watch out now. 50.
2nd down, back to Sanders. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 10 more there and another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Vikings.
2.
On play action, Cousins rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And quickly, they get to the line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. Throw to the, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
2nd down, Young. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be and oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. First down. Here's Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Let's go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Young on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. It's Young off play action. Eluding the pressure right. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Black open.
Young now from the 50. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good dip.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Young. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Go now.
Young will set to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down at 2. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that
take care of the football. Right now, they're executing really well.
Play action now. Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
This is 1st and 10.
Black. 43 rail. Strike good. Hut, hut.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into the hands of Sanders. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Drill green. Hut, hut.
Here's Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. Now Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chuck, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And here's Ryan Wright now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded at about the 28. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Young to throw. That one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Clock at 30 seconds. 2nd and 10.
Clock, 10. Ready?
Young. Able to connect with Chark. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Go.
Here's Young. And that's complete to Sanders. Oh, and he'll wind up losing yardage on the play. You cannot have that. And also, 4th down now. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Minnesota, it took a few weeks, but they finally...
Down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get trust.